Okay, this is day 76, part 2, and I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on a kind of a technology follow-up. This is on Lightbridge Communications. You remember I went to Lightbridge Communications. They folded. They've been bought by this company called Tech Mahindra. I can't say this as a journalist. I can only say that this is where the story's going. Tech Mahindra is funded by Ibrahim. Ibrahim is an ISI. Long-time ISI fixture, running the drug trade in both India through Mumbai and Pakistan. Processing was in Pakistan, the shipping and so forth in different forms of pills and synthetic drugs through India. That changed in 2011. We'll get there. We'll get to Lightbridge and Tech Mahindra. He's doing it through Bollywood investors, are the funnel, are the pastors, the cutouts. We talked about this Thomas Drive home over here in Springfield. We're going to go to some of the other Springfield homes today as well. Omar also lives in Springfield, and then some people call him Aflak Awan. It's not Aflak. It's Aklak Awan. He's there still in Springfield as well, and he's going to be working for one of the government agencies. And we're going to keep following the DynCorp ISI connection here. This is all DynCorp ISI. I didn't want anyone to think I had forgotten about DynCorp. So the other piece of this is the server here. It could also be the server was at the Lorton home, the Hawkshead home. I need to go back. I need to talk to the Marine. I need to see if the server was there as well. If the server's there, if he took a picture of it, that would be certainly very helpful to the investigation. Okay, so I went to the Awan brothers location here in Lee Valley. I think everyone remembers that. That was where Locke lived and so forth. And we talked about the other Awan brothers proprietaries in Lahore, Pakistan, for transportation and so forth. They also own a series of Toyota dealerships, and I believe those are the Toyota dealerships that passed through the Toyotas that went from Texas through Awan brothers transport through to UAE and Saudi Arabia and Yemen for ISIS. So I believe that was the path through the UAE, up through into Syria, through Jordan for these Toyotas that were passed through. But that's for another story. This is back to Soraya Begum here again. I just couldn't justify. I talked to her on the phone, but I didn't ask her enough questions about the connection back to Bangladesh. And this Archangel IT here is more of a kind of like Intel Q, like the CIA in Silicon Valley. Archangel IT is kind of the ISI's version of that, kind of a ISI, sponsored or seeded hedge fund. So I just couldn't quite write the fact that she's at the VA hospital, and then she's involved in this kind of cyber defense, cyber hacking firm. She turned out to be on the board and so forth. And then I went through here again, and I went through all the companies that this PANA is on, PAN, PAN, NA, NAH, Department of Homeland Securities, Trump Hotels, basically Department of Interior, Department of Agriculture, USDA, NOAA for all the space satellites, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Here's the FAA. I mean, literally everything that, if this was an organization that had bad pursuits in its mind, it would have access to literally almost all. It's like DynCorp, almost all of our key agencies, National Institute of Health, which would include the National Cancer Institute and the CDC, for instance, State of Maryland, all these other groups and so forth, as well as Johns Hopkins University. You can see right there. So the other thing that bothered me about AAIT, and this was because I knew an Army medic, and I remember him saying I need to fill out an AAIT DC, which is a login request form for medics into the military system of the U.S. Medical Field Service. Also, a viewer pointed that out. AAIT is is a well-known login thing for medics. And I thought, oh boy, the medics would know all of the soldiers that were in conflict in Pakistan and Afghanistan, as well as Iraq. So again, I thought, okay, that's a little troubling, but go ahead and forget about it. Then I saw AAIT had the corporate office here in New York. I traced it actually back to Lorton, over here in Annandale, Virginia, not far from the Falcon home. That's the original address of AAIT, not the New York corporate office down on Broadway where they say it is. And the Maryland office here, where they are talking about in Silver Springs, is unfortunately right next to Walter Reed Medical Army Hospital, and it's right next to Bethesda Naval Hospital. Now, again, it could be that she's leveraging her expertise in IT and medicine. She's kind of a dual player, which is fine. I just need to, I'm in the process of elimination. I want to eliminate threats. If there was a leak to the community that would not like U.S. service people and want to have a revenge network against U.S. service people, we have to ensure that's closed down. And since McCabe is off doing who knows what, but anything but this Hillary server, Humus server, or the Awan server, we have to do it ourselves. So I am going to eliminate that variable. I would like some help by the congressional committees, if that's possible today. Any of the congressmen that want to talk to me, any one of the 31 Democrats or any one of the 20 congressional staff of these 20 Democrats that wants to talk to me about the burglaries, or if they'd ever seen any of the ones other than Imran, I'd be interested in talking to them today. I'd also like to talk to RT today. Okay, that's the technology supplement for day 176.